What lies beyond the ice wall? That place is considered the furthest reaches of our planet, that surrounding mystery that no human being has yet been able to uncover.
Are there truly unknown armies and countless tanks? Or is all this news merely information relayed to us to conceal the true larger plot? Did Hitler really flee there after World War II?
Are there truly terrifying sea creatures behind this ice wall? And is America trying to hide them from us? We'll explore all of this, but the fundamental question that may solve this mystery is, how was the ice wall discovered in the first place? Sometimes, while meditating or lying down, a question might occur to you, such as, what lies behind the ice wall? First, we must understand what ice is scientifically. Ice is the solid form of water and forms when the temperature drops below 0 degrees Celsius. However, an ice wall is not just an ordinary block of ice. To understand what lies behind this wall, we must learn about a horrific incident that occurred several years ago. In 2013, an American scientific magazine published an amazing report. The report stated that a group of scientists were conducting research in Antarctica, or the South Pole, and while they were walking there in the snow, one of them noticed a rock with a strange shape. Although the entire place was covered in snow, that rock caught his attention. He decided to stand and examine it. When he lifted it, he was surprised to find a terrifying-looking creature under it. The scientist claimed that he had found a creature with a very large number of legs under the rock, and said that he had never seen anything like this creature before. The team of scientists assumed that this creature might be an alien. When the news was published, it caused a huge uproar, but people's attention was not focused on the creature itself, but on the strange place in which it was found, which raised questions again. What is Antarctica, really? Antarctica, or the South Pole, is considered the last place discovered on planet Earth. It was discovered only about 250 years ago. Imagine an entire continent on our planet that we did not know about until 2.5 centuries ago. When its area was measured, it turned out to be the 5th largest continent in the world, with an area of about 14.2 million square kilometers. Its size is enormous, and yet we only know a simple thing about it. The most exciting and terrifying thing is the story of its discovery. When the Russian mission returned with the news, America began to show interest in it. Logically, a vast and devoid of people, why wouldn't it be under its control? Had Argentina also heard about the matter and demanded its right to the continent, which led to tension between the two countries? As a result of this tension, the news spread, and other countries on the continent heard that America had adopted the principle that if it cannot own it, then no one should own it. After lengthy debates and discussions, the Antarctic Treaty was signed in 1959 by 12 countries, later increasing to 54. The treaty stipulates that the continent will not belong to any country, that it will be dedicated to peaceful scientific research only, and that it will not be used for any military purpose. That is, for example, it is prohibited to test nuclear weapons or dispose of radioactive waste there. Since the signing of the treaty, we have not heard much news about the continent. However, no one has mentioned the existence of an ice wall there. Let's go back to the old records. Years after the first mission, another explorer appeared, the British naval officer James Clark Ross. In 1839, Ross decided to explore the remote regions of the planet, especially the southern part. His journey was supposed to take months, but he was absent for 5 whole years. In that remote area, where no one knew anything about him, Ross discovered many phenomena, such as ice, environment, and animals. But most importantly, he encountered something terrifying. A huge wall of ice, more than 150 meters high. He looked right and left, but found no end to it. He tried to penetrate it, but he couldn't because it was very thick, reaching kilometers in thickness.
He later realized that this wall was made up of glaciers stuck to the ground and covered about 95% of the continent's circumference, as if completely encircling it. Ross realized that the challenge was no longer to discover Antarctica itself, but to discover what lay beyond this wall. Thus, Ross is considered the first to officially discover the ice wall. Upon his return, his words caused a sensation, as if he had presented a riddle for the world to solve. Then another man appeared, named Richard Byrd, a well-known American naval officer who had a great influence on exploring the North Pole and conducting numerous scientific experiments. His new passion became heading to the South Pole to uncover the secret of this wall. In 1928, Byrd went with his research team to Antarctica. He knew the wall could not be climbed or penetrated, so he took planes with him to explore beyond it from the air. According to a television interview he gave after his return, Byrd said that when he flew the plane and saw what was beyond the wall, he was shocked. It wasn't just any land, but a vast area roughly the size of America. But he didn't mention any other details in that interview, which was his first and last. Why didn't he continue by plane to explore more of that area? That's something he didn't mention. Some later claimed to have found secret diaries of his that included even more bizarre stories, one of which said he had found a supposedly extinct volcano, and that passing through it might lead to another world, or the interior of the Earth. And another theory stated that he had seen strange and terrifying-looking animals. A third theory suggests that after the treaty, America banned any flights over the ice wall, perhaps because there was a secret army or countless tanks preparing for war. A fourth story talks about the presence of terrifying alien or marine creatures, such as the legendary Kraken monster, or even relics of ancient civilizations, such as pyramids, beyond the wall. All of these claims are unsubstantiated, but we cannot completely deny them simply because of the vastness of the unknown. Know that there are many things we do not know. If there are creatures in our environment that we do not yet know about, such as deep-sea creatures, it is logical that behind this enormous wall there are secrets that have not yet been revealed. The bottom line, don't believe all these stories, but don't completely disbelieve them either. Always know that the creator of this universe is creative and wise, and that you are only human, and there are certainly things you do not know. Finally, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel.